clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. I think I can make it now, the pain is gone. All of the bad feelings have disappeared. Here is the rainbow I've been praying for. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Look all around, nothing but blue skies. Look straight ahead, nothing but blue skies. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. I think I can make it now, the pain is gone. All of the bad feelings have disappeared. Here is the rainbow I've been praying for. It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Look all around, nothing but blue sky. Look all straight ahead, nothing but blue sky. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day.
Good morning and aloha, everyone. Welcome to Center for Spiritual Living Kauai. My name is Michelle LeMay. I'm on the Board of Trustees and a licensed practitioner, and I'm back home. Yay! It always feels good when I'm away for a few weeks to come back and to get all nourished here. And I'm going to share everything that we've got going on here at the center. We've got lots, and everything I share is also on your program that you received at the door for specific times. So today, directly after service, please join us. We invite you to join us for Rap with the Revs. It's our monthly circle where we gather together to just learn a little bit more about our fellow spiritual travelers here at the center. So that will be shortly after service. We will be setting up a circle, and then we'll invite you to either join us or to head out and continue your chit-chatting, but outside. We're trying to condense the time from service to when we start, but we invite you to stay for that. And then this Thursday, we are having our healing circle. Join us and all the practitioners and the reverends here for meditation, music with Maria Cristina, and come experience the Chamber of Prayer. It's very beautiful. It's very healing. It's from 7 to 8, and we're going to be increasing these. So we're going to be doing them every month, and we're also going to be doing meditations every month as well, and the next one is going to be on Tuesday, September 18th. So mark your calendars for that. We also have a beautiful outreach coordinator, Reverend Diane, and she is out back waving her hand. And the first event that we're going to be participating in as a whole is on this coming Saturday, and it is the Walk to Prevent Suicide. So you can see Reverend Diane for more information. You can sign up online, and everybody is meeting in the parking lot at KCC at the college at 2:30 to do the walk for that. So if you want... 2:15. Okay, because it starts at 2:30. Okay, so you want to meet at between 2 and 2:15, because it starts at 2:30-ish, I'm sure. And then something brand new that we're going to be doing monthly is called Power Talks from the Heart. So you're going to get to experience 4 different speakers sharing about the same topic, just our rendition of it. So there'll be one theme. The first theme is going to be Paradise is a State of Mind. So the speakers for that one will be Reverend Walt Weiss, Charles Wolfook, Judah Friedman, and myself. So come join us. That's going to be on September 11th from 6:30 to 8. And we also have a new class that's going to be started. It's going to be one of the 10-week series that Reverend Rita and Reverend Patrick are going to be teaching. It's going to be the basics of science of mind and spirit and how they apply to us today and how we can incorporate this philosophy out of Sunday and really bring this into our everyday lives. And it's really the foundation for everything that you want to create in your life in all areas of your life. So it is a 10-week course that's going to be every Wednesday from 6:30 to 8:30. There is a sign up on the information table outside, and it's really a great way to learn more, to get more in-depth knowledge of this philosophy, but also to just expand our lives. I know for me that was really where it all started. I got right into the classes and I had no idea what was going to unfold, but my life has changed just from getting involved in the classes and the different activities, and I know those of you who have done that have experienced it as well. And then... now I'll just introduce, I think that's it.
Where's the next event?
Yes, the next event is Reverend Rita and Reverend Patrick. Please help me welcome them and enjoy your service.
Thank you, Michelle.
Welcome home.
Thank you, everybody. Aloha and welcome to Center for Spiritual Living, Kaua'i. Yay. First thing we like to do is take a moment for peace. So let's just take our energy and just bring it inward. There's a place within us where peace resides. It's right there where we are. So let's just bring ourselves to that center right here and right now, knowing that as we do that, that it is felt everywhere. So let's take a moment right now for peace. And so just recognizing that peace is right where we are, and that we can turn up the volume anytime we decide to. That as we do center in that place of peace within us, no matter where we are, that it radiates out into the world and creates a planet of peace. And I give thanks for that we've done this moment. knowing that it is made manifest. Okay, there's always another microphone and more batteries. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so welcome to Center for Spiritual Living Kauai. I know it's Marathon Day, and you all made it here. Other way. So the first thing we're going to do is run around the room. Or run in our seats and pretend we did the marathon. No, we're not going to do that.
We didn't hear that.
So we just want to welcome you, and for those of you that have been here before, you know, but I'm going to say it again, that we practice the science of mind and spirit, and we recognize the presence of God in everything and in everyone. All of creation is the mind of God in action. We are expressions of God. That's what we are. There is no separation between us and God. There is no one to go to, no one to reach out to. It is right here where we are, and we can tune into that and express it any time we choose to. And I know that we're doing that today. And as we do that, wow, our lives can be amazing. They can be amazing, and no matter what's occurring in our lives, as we bring that presence to it, we can walk through it in a different level of consciousness and actually change our experience. So that's the science of mind and spirit in a nutshell, but there's so much more. But that's it. It's simple.
And as we pass this, so how are you today? You look marvelous. I know some people were out dancing and singing last night over at the wonderful concert. I know people are out running today. But I would like to make just one little announcement, since if you say it, then you're actually committed to it. A gentleman that I run with on the, not with, but he runs ahead of me and I run there. He says, hey, are you going to run how old are you? I said, 60. He goes, you're going to run the marathon? I said, no. And then he said, and I went, oh, so we're going to run the marathon next year, Rita and I. So we won't be here on that Sunday, but you'll know where we will be because we have committed to run the half marathon.
If you want to run with us, well, you have to
don't
be here.
Don't leave the center. No. It's okay. I'm running my own pace. But anyway, enough about us. Who's here for the first time and just wondering what is going on here? I know you are. And then we have our always first moment man back there.
And these guys were here.
There
Harvey
you
and
are.
Teresa. That's
Welcome,
Harvey and
welcome.
Teresa.
Oh, yes. Welcome, welcome. And then we have people who have been gone for a while. Welcome back. But anyway, we know something about you, besides the fact that you have shells around your neck. We know something about you, and we'd like to share that information with everyone. Do you mind? Okay, great. Okay, ready? You are magnificent. Yes, but you knew that, didn't you? I'll tell you, the way we found that out is that we didn't survey your friends and all of that stuff. What we did was we looked inside of ourselves and we realized, oh my God, we're magnificent too. So shall we all say it together? I am magnificent. And so whatever's, yes? What?
Going to the camera.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Whatever. I'm sorry.
What is going on today? There's some magical powers. Yeah, we're going to that camera. And if you're wondering why I look so perplexed, it's because I'm mystified. That's why. And we are just knowing that they are magnificent as well, don't we? So let's let them know. You are magnificent. Now do me a favor, leave me alone. Look to your left, to your right, and you guys tell each other how magnificent you are.
You are magnificent. I'm too controlling, I know.
You are magnificent.
I know, sorry. I was just pointing to the camera. Oh. You are magnificent. Oh my God. You're magnificent, Harry. Don't you forget it. Don't you forget it.
Wow, it's just like happy hour. Everybody, get to your feet, your magnificent feet, and let's have some opening with Maria Christina and Louise.
Song by Karen Drucker based on words by Emma Curtis Hopkins.
My good is my God, my God is my good. All the good there is belongs to me. My good is my God is my good. All the good I see belongs to me. That's my truth with a capital T. It's all about living free. My good is my God. My good is my God. My good is my joy. My joy is my good. All the joy there is belongs to me. My good is my joy. My joy is my good. All the joy I see belongs to me. That's my truth with a capital T. It's all about living free. My good is my God.
So what I know about that right now is our good is our God. That is what it is. God is good, and God is residing in each and every one of us in all its goodness, in all its peace, in all its love, in all its prosperity, in all its health, in all its wisdom, joy, and beauty. And I know today as we gather together, I am so grateful to know this truth and to know that this service today, as we celebrate together, brings that awareness even higher into our consciousness, and we lift our consciousness up into this high place, knowing that as we do that, I know that it is felt all over the world. So I'm grateful to be together today, grateful to have this amazing power of light and love and magic within me and within each person here, knowing that it is manifest. I just give thanks and I release my word. I let it go as we affirm together, and so it is.
My good is my love is my good. All the love there is belongs to me. My good is my love is my good. All the love there is belongs to me. That's my truth with a capital T. It's all about living free. My good is my God. 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 I have all I'll ever need. My good is my God. My good is my God.
Okay, thank you. And I think I said the wrong composer. That was Karen Mitchell. I think I might have said Karen Drucker. It's Karen Mitchell. Anyway, that song. So before we go any further, we have something very special today.
What? Yes, I'm only laughing because we're acting like it's our first day here on, and it's day 5. What? Huh?
Yeah. Okay. So we have two special people that I just want to call up here right now, Michelle LeMay and Stephanie Starr, who have completed practitioner training, 4 years and more, I think, right? And have passed their written exam, passed their panels, and received their licenses from Centers for Spiritual Living in Golden, Colorado. So first, let's just give them a hand of applause. Get their lace. You want to get their lace? Yay. Any of us that have gone to school know what a big accomplishment it is. And yeah. And here is your licenses, which actually, they're fancy schmancy. Yeah, they're. Yeah, yes, you too can have one. So what I want to say is I want to read what it says about a practitioner so you understand what a practitioner is. And this is by Ernest Holmes, basically. I think most of it with my little touches. But a spiritual practitioner is a person of high spiritual consciousness and deep understanding, trained through the study of the science of mind and in the art, science, and skill of spiritual mind treatment. A spiritual practitioner is dedicated to the cause of assisting others, licensed to practice professionally, and bound by a high code of ethics to respect the confidence of his or her client. So this is not something that comes easy. You have to really step up to do this because you have to step up your own consciousness. And that's what the study of being to be a practitioner is. It's about lifting our own consciousness. The fact the first whole year is how life gets to be the way it is, and it's all about how your life got to be the way it is, and accepting that, and then being willing to change it. if you should desire, right, guys? So is there anything you two would like to say that's very brief? I won't put you on the spot.
I just say come and enjoy the lessons. I mean, even if you don't, I mean, they are a self-discovery tool that is awesome.
I had no idea what practitioner was. I just knew that something resonated with me to want more and more and more. And so I just kept coming to class, and then this happened naturally.
And then there's one little added thing that I would like to add is that it not only took her to this, but November 1st, Michelle May is going to ministerial school and is becoming a minister. So this is as of now. She's not leaving us, but she'll be doing some online and then probably flying in and out of Los Angeles with our mentor, Reverend James, Dr. Reverend James Mellon. So it'll be like passing the baton.
Yay!
Yes.
So let me
Yes.
give you a hug. Thank you. Oh. All right, so after service, right before we wrap up the Revs, we have a cake to celebrate them. We're wrapping the Revs. So join us. Congratulations, girls.
I'll tell you, first day here on the island.
Okay, now to bring us back into the center is our practitioner, Roseanne Jones.
So, as we prepare for that moment of meditation, please just relax into your seats. And yes, my name is Roseanne Jones, and I am a licensed CSL practitioner. It's my privilege to be one. So, as you relax into your seat and feel that seat supporting you, knowing that you are in a safe place, it's time to go into the quiet. And as we go in, I have a seed thought from Walt Whitman. Every moment of light and dark is a miracle. Every moment of light and dark is a miracle. Enjoy your quiet time. every moment of light and dark is a miracle. And what I know is there is only one thing, one power, one source, one love, one reality, one truth. And that each of us lives and expresses this one thing, the source of all. The universal intelligence works in and through me at each and every moment. And this universal intelligence works in and through each of us at every moment. I am a center of a divine attraction for good. Each of us is a center of divine attraction for good, for love, for peace, for joy, for perfect health. Each of us is a divine center for guidance. Each of us is a divine center for direction, for peace and protection, for all good things, and for always love. Always love. And knowing this truth, knowing it and accepting it is true for not just for me, for each and every person within my voice and beyond into the whole world and into the universe. That is who and what each of us is. And I am so grateful for this, for knowing that we are the one. And so grateful for all of the blessings it brings to each of us. And I release my word right now into the law that always says yes, as we affirm together. And so it is.
Our chant is in the program.
In this moment, in this place, I remember who I am, letting fear and worry fall away from me. I open my eyes to see there is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love. When I lose myself, when it seems I've lost my way, when I go inside and quiet my mind, I can hear Spirit gently say, there is only love. There is only love. It's love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love. There is only love. There is only love. It's love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love.
Thank you. Thank you, Maria Christina. Thank you, Roseanne. Thank you, Patrick. Thank you, everyone. I feel mystified today. when we pick these topics, we pick the theme of magic this month. And I kind of just spend the whole week thinking about it and questioning. And as I'm walking and running the Kaua'i path, I call it the Kaua'i path. I think it's the coastal path. I think about it some more. And lots of things come to me. And I looked up the definition that I liked of magic, and it said, an extraordinary power or influence seemingly from a supernatural source. An extraordinary power or influence seemingly from a supernatural force. So, we're magic because we come from the force. We come from the supernatural. We come from the ever-creating good, the source of that puts the planet spinning, that creates the flowers, that creates the animals, that creates, we just come from that. So that's our DNA. It is nothing else. That's what we are. We're that energy and source. And that's why we're magical. And so the trick of the whole thing is to recognize it and to live it. We have to start thinking from a magical place, from that force, and then we have to start using the right words from the right place, and then acting as we speak. So it's thoughts, words, and deeds aligned. So what I'm noticing, and I notice sometimes about myself, is sometimes I'm not thinking from that place. We had a workshop with Reverend Diane about Christian D. Larson, who wrote so many books, and he was amazing. And he talked about, and Ernest Holmes talks about this too, and we do it in treatment, it's about being in the upper realm, living in the upper realm. We call it living in the absolute in the science of mind and spirit, or living in that place that's never been touched by anything. Whenever I start a treatment, well, not all times, but I do a lot of the time say, this is space, there's a place that's never been touched by anything. It's never been touched by a disease or a financial problem or anything that we have in the world of form. It's never been touched. It's pure energy. And we get to use that energy in any way we choose, but we have to be thinking from that place. And I love this idea that I also have listened to this week and am working on embodying is becoming nothing, becoming no one, becoming no one. And once I can do that, once I can become that no one, that nothing, then I have a place to create from, because I'm not living in the lower realm. I'm not living according to my conditions. And yeah, it's just really powerful. We're magical, guys, and it's just a matter of letting that magic out in whatever we're doing. It's not like you have to do a big abracadabra or whatever. It's just living from that place and then watching our lives unfold as we can do it, as we can do and live from that place. So, like, I woke up this week with a little pain. I told some of you, with a little pain in my neck. I had an issue with my neck I think last year, and ended up in therapy and all this stuff, which is fine. That's all good. But I didn't want to go through that again. And I realized was that I was giving my body the wrong information. My mind was giving my body the wrong information. So I came with this idea that we're the ones in charge of our bodies. Our minds are in charge of our bodies. They're in charge of everything in our life, not the opposite. Sometimes we let our bodies dictate to us. We let our bodies tell us who we are. We let our bodies, tell us, we let our finances explain to us who we are, instead of the opposite. We have to turn it upside down, from the top down. And we have to start speaking from that place. And if our body is speaking to us and telling us it doesn't feel good or whatever, then we need to realign it and let it know that it might not be feeling good right now, but that's not its true identity. Its true identity is health, because how can we be magical and say we're sick at the same time? This is the contradiction, is we're giving ourselves a whole bunch of contradictions, and they're all based because we're looking at the material world and doing it from there instead of the opposite way. So if we are suffering in some way, whatever that way is, we need to start speaking to ourselves in a different way. We need to start loving. It all comes from loving. It doesn't come from condemning ourselves and telling us that we're bad because we created this or whatever. It's not even about that. It's about, we're subject to the world of race consciousness. When we call it race consciousness, what it is the dominating consciousness of where we live, the dominating consciousness of this planet. We come born into that. We're subject to it. And there's something called the law of averages. And when we don't take control of our minds and use them correctly, then we fall into the law of averages, which says so many people get this, so many people do that, so many people, 1 out of 10, blah, 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 blah. Your mother has this, and therefore you're going to get it, and blah, 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 blah. It goes on and on. That's the law of averages. But what we're here to do is to lift ourselves out of the law of averages and become the supernatural beings that we are. I know that's why I'm here. I'm here to remember who I am. And we've just forgotten, guys. We've just forgotten for most part. And then we fall back in every time we see something on the outside or something's not working in our life. And we think, oh my God, we failed. We didn't fail. We just gave ourselves the wrong information. So the only way to get back is to give ourselves the right information. And that's the magic. Because our word is power. Our word is power. I'm watching the show, Merlin, The Adventures of Merlin. Has anybody ever seen it? Oh my God, it's such a great show. It's an old show, but I'm just watching it for the first time. But what I noticed about him is when he uses his magic, which he's not allowed to use, because it's at that time in history, you weren't allowed to use your magic. You were considered a witch or whatever, and they would burn you at the stake. But when he uses it in secret, when it's all over the place, he can't focus it. He can't get it to work. But when he puts his total complete focus in his belief that it is already so, I can see it in his eyes, and you can see him putting all his power behind his word for good, then it occurs. So we can't be double-minded. We can't have two minds. We have to take our energy. We have to practice using our magic. We have to practice using our power, our word, and understand that it's not us doing it, that there's a power that moves through us that we talk about here every Sunday and that you all know about, that it's moving through us. That's the other mistake we make. We think we're doing it, that we have to go out and fix our bodies or fix our money or whatever. We're not doing it. We have to allow the power to run through us. We have to allow the power to flow through us. We have to abandon ourselves and surrender to it. And sometimes it takes falling to the bottom for us to do that. I know. We just are so fed up and we can't handle it anymore that we just go, you have to hit rock bottom, some people. And I know some of us have been there. I've been there more than one time in my life. Where you hit rock bottom and then you just give up. And it's in that giving up to something greater than we are that it comes forth. And we start to understand, the realization comes. So what can I say? Ernest Holmes said, the power of God within us is like a sleeping giant that must be awakened, that it may spring into action. So if we've been asleep at all, we need to wake up. And this is the time, guys. This is the time. We're here on purpose. I know it. We wouldn't be alive at this time with everything going on in this world if we were not destined to be here for a purpose. We might not know what that purpose is, but all we have to do is look in front of us. This is what I said to somebody the other day. Just look in front of you. If you say, I don't know why I'm here. I don't know what my purpose is. You do know what your purpose is. Just look in front of you. That's your purpose. Whatever's there is your purpose because something's wanting to be known. And it's your responsibility to know it. I can't know it for you. I can, as a practitioner, assist you. But in the end, you have to know it. And you have to practice it. So I just want to say that we're magic. And we get to practice it. And so I thought about this morning and I wrote, what if today each of us were to just allow something greater than our circumstances to move through us? What if we were to relax and trust that all is really well? What if every word that came out of our mouth came from the highest place of love? What if we were to look out and we were to focus only on seeing the beauty of life, no matter what appeared before us? What if we weren't afraid, but knew we were always safe? What if there were a well of joy within us that we could rest in any moment? What if peace were at the center of our soul? What if we were so powerful that we could bring anything forth into our experience? What if every word that we spoke was filled with that power? What if every word we spoke was the word of creation? What if we really had everything we required to overflowing in every moment to include health, wealth, love, creativity, and whatever else for the highest good of all? These are not what ifs, because to tell you the truth, they are. And we're all capable of this. And it's just a matter of getting real disciplined with ourselves and real loving with ourselves above everything else and seeing the miracles everywhere we go. Maria Christina's going to sing a song. It's so beautiful. Please listen to every word of it, because it's not about looking for miracles. It's about, well, she'll tell you in her song. I'm not even going to do it. But the miracles are all here. We are the miracle makers as we co-create with that power that we have. So I'm knowing and claiming that in this moment, our lives, wherever they are either turning around in the direction we want them to go or getting bigger and greater, and that we're a force for good on this planet, and that we are raising the consciousness of this planet as we just sit in these chairs and just think about the power of who we are and what's behind us. Namaste.
When I was a girl each week, Sunday we would go to church and pay attention to the priest as he would speak the holy word and consecrate the holy bread, and everyone would kneel and bow. Today the only difference is everything is holy now. Everything is holy now. Everything is holy now. When I was in Sunday school, we would learn about the time Moses split the sea in two and Jesus made the water wide. I remember feeling sad that miracles don't happen still. Now I can't keep track, 'cause everything's a miracle. Everything's a miracle. Everything's a miracle. Wine from water is not so small, but an even bigger miracle is that anything's here at all. So the challenging thing becomes not to look for miracles, but finding where there isn't one. When holy water was rare at best, it barely wet my fingertips. But now I have to hold my breath like I'm swimming in a sea of it. It used to be a world out there, heaven's second-rate hand-me-down. But I walk with a reverent air, 'cause everything is holy now. Everything is holy now. Everything is holy now. Wine from water is not so small, but an even bigger miracle is that anything's here at all. So the challenging thing becomes not to look for miracles, but finding where there isn't one. This morning outside I stood, I saw a little red-winged bird shining like a burning bush, singing like a holy verse. It made me want to bow my head. I remember when church got out, how things have changed since then, 'cause everything is holy now. Everything is holy now. Everything is holy now. Everything is holy now.
Thank you. Ooh. I'm just looking at your magical selves. Wow. I have a whole bunch of stuff written on there, but I feel a little sad about the magic. because I know the power that it is. And when I was watching the adventures of Merlin, which isn't Merlin, my cat that went missing, which I always have to hear that name every Merlin, which brings me sadness. And sadness is holy too, by the way. And I'm just trying right here with you to understand the sadness, because there's something about having power and not being able to always use it that doesn't feel very powerful. But deep within who I am, I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that there is this magical thing called the power of the universe that works within me. But sometimes it becomes words. Words. And we want to get to the meat of it, right? I look in my sessions that I have with the wonderful people that come to me, and I see beyond a shadow of a doubt that absolute pure place that has never been touched by anything. I see it, I feel it, I embrace it. It's not a lie. But like Rita was talking today, we must work together. We're in one mind. I saw this wonderful quote by the mystic Anonymous. Just to let you know, as sad as I may feel, I always have my friend humor that is always with me, always. And this is what Anonymous says: abracadabra indeed. Whether we admit it or not, we all believe in magic. We may have become slaves of the daily grind of our life, but a part within us wants to emancipate itself from it and hopes for something magical to happen. That's what we really are about. And I'll tell you why Merlin in that series makes me sad, because someone has told him, you can't let anybody know you have power. Have you ever felt like that? That you're not allowed to show your power? We're trained not to show our power. We're trained not to believe that we're healers, that we are the healed and the healer in one. How many times must I say it to myself before I actually just own my power and say it's okay? I remember when I first came here, I had this wonderful, what's it called, an incantation? Is that what they call it? That you have to have words that you use? And I used to say, abracadabra alakazam. The power of God is who I am. Makes people shiver. Abracadabra alakazam, the power of God is who I am. Poof! You feel better now? Yeah, because we want potions. We want dramatics. We want wands. And you're still not going to believe it. There are people working magic daily. You see it. You are. I loved it. Rita and I were walking, and she said, God, we're working magic right now. Our entire body is doing all this magical thing just to let us be here. Right? My foot just lifted up. I didn't say foot lift up. And I still have no idea why my foot did lift up. Magic. Yeah. To hide your power, he has to hide it. And here's the other thing. Here's the other thing that just gets me, is now they're in trouble in the series. They got a real big sorcerer coming after them. Now they're like, well, maybe you should use your power, Merlin. But you told me not to. You told me not to. And now you want my power? Yes. You want my power now? Oh. I agree, Malia. It is too much. Wow, abracadabra, darling. Abracadabra. To know we have this power is where my sadness came from, just to let you know. To have this much power, to know that there is never a moment in my life that I ever have to want. There is never a moment in my life I have to desire. There is never a moment that I have to be sick. There's never a moment that I have to not have money or whatever all that stuff out there is. But there is a healing ingredient in us that is already whole and complete. And what I like the magic for is to heal. And this whole idea that some things are magical and others aren't. Such as, how many times, has anybody ever had a cold? Did you ever release your cold? There you go, poof. Magic. But then something else enters our life, right? And we go, yeah, that was a cold, but we have that down. They tell us how to take care of that. And there's this doctor back into Merlin. There's one of the guys that he's all into, you have to do it by the actual scientific, the medicine, until, of course, you're in trouble. And science has no answers. Then it's like, now what was Patrick saying about the magic? Because we wait until the very last moment before we want to use the magic. Are practitioners magic? Yeah, good answer. But they're as good as you believe that magic to be. Is it a trick? No, it's not. It is not a trick. But what about the person that we've had a couple people that have transitioned lately. And I am so tired, my lovely line, I'm so tired of arguing for the limitations. I'm beside myself with it. Because we are unlimited and yet we're arguing for limitations. That's a house divided against itself. So you say, well, what is happening with my friend who now left? Magic. Magic is what happened. It didn't feel magical to you because it hurts. I'm going to give you all permission. It's okay to feel sad. But to take up residency there for the rest of your life is a waste of the magic, is a waste of the power. J.K. Rowling says, we do not need magic to transform our world, as she says with billions in her account. But I digress. This stuff just comes out of me, just to let you know. It's not even, we do not need magic to transform our world. We carry all the power we need inside ourselves. We cannot talk magic and then allow our word, which is our wand, to go out and say the opposite. I was somewhere the other day, and there's nothing worse than somebody who gets science-minded, They start to, what I'm talking about. Rita and I go through it constantly. I'll say something, and she'll go, I guess we're on the lower level right now, aren't we? My goodness, there's an elevator leaving any moment if you'd like to go back up. And we continue to have a strong marriage. But I appreciate the reminder, not at the moment, by the way, because I become David defensive. But after I'm defensive and I walk away, then I get it. I cannot urge us enough. There's nothing wrong with going to the lower level. But what the hell could it possibly serve us? So once we go there, just go back up. Or as my friend said, I'm about to gossip. I'm going to go off principle for a minute. I'll be right back. And then he gets his little gossip thing out, and then it's like, I'm back. It's okay, forgive yourselves, but let's not make it a habit. That's what it is. I know a lot of us are tired of hearing, our conditions don't rule our lives. Well, when you're going through the conditions, they do feel like they're running your life. Don't they? But the power that you allow not the event, forget the self, I did this, and spend another 3 days in self-hatred. Stop that part of it, but just realize that when something's happening to you, say thank you. I'll give you an example. We all of a sudden had an idea, maybe we should get that little corner place over there for our kids and get them out of the kitchen, and it would probably help the youth center grow, since the youth center is now in the kitchen. And we thought, great idea, a little place at the end, right, where we're all stay. So I went, okay, I'm ready. It's a good idea. Renee, you still renting? She goes, oh, no, it's gone. It's been rented. The real estate's coming in. And you know what I said? First I went, but I made up my mind. I created that spot for them, and we'll find the money, and we'll go to the board, and we'll wait. That's my first thought. Then my second one was, thank you. Doesn't belong to us. Thank you. When something arises in your body that doesn't feel like it belongs to you, say thank you. What do you need? What do I need to know about you? Because my idea of healing is the only time we're in pain is when we have separated from source. And your body isn't saying, oh, I almost said a nasty word. Oh my goodness. I could surprise anybody. But your body, when it goes into pain or there's that dis-ease, it's not saying, I hate you. It's saying, I want to go home. I want to go back to my natural state. And that's wholeness. That's completeness. That is everything. I want to go back to the magical place that I am. So when somebody transitions or they're not getting well as quickly as you would like it to be, or that they're not getting well as quickly as you want them to be, thank you. Every moment is a divine moment. And when we have decided that enough is enough, then magic happens. What do you think of that? Just a nod. Yes? No? Maybe? I like to call my little pure energy my little inner child. And you guys know that I do a lot of work with that. And if you really want to use your magic powers, wake up your child. Wake up that pure part of yourself that knows exactly how to play, to have fun, can believe in sticks as magic wands, that can believe in anything. We're a magical island. I see it on Facebook all the time. You're always doing magical things. I'm not sad anymore, by the way. And what a magical thing to be able to walk up in front of your family and say, magic is making me sad for a moment. But what has made me sad about it is that I don't want to hold back my magic anymore. And maybe it's by me using my magic that will help you, as an example, to see and use your magic. That's my last closing thing that I got this morning. Why would I hold back my magic? Because I'm waiting for everybody else to do theirs. Have you ever been there? As soon as everybody else does their magic, it's okay. So today, in this moment, I want you to repeat after me, and don't worry, they will not be pulling us out into the streets to put us into any kind of execution for using our power. People only knew the power that was in this room there wouldn't be enough seats. Absolutely. I'll say it first, because I know you all like stuff. Abacadabra. Alakazam. The power of God is who I am. Let's say it one more time. Abacadabra. Alakazam. The power of God is what and who I am. Nobody came in to get us. We are free. Namaste. We are having a mic day.
So it's our time of giving. I want to go directly to the affirmation, and that's in the program. And let's just read it together. I freely and joyously give from the abundance and fullness of my overflowing wealth, knowing my gift goes with love as it touches and blesses Center for Spiritual Living, Kauai, and life and the world. And so it is. Thank you in advance for everything that's given here today, knowing that it goes to beautiful, good use. Thank you for supporting CSL Kauai. Thank you.
Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful, 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 I'm so grateful. Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful, 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 I'm so grateful. Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful, 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 I'm so grateful.
I am so grateful. I'm so grateful for this flow of good, the flow of God, the flow of energy into these baskets. And as it comes into CSL and it goes out from CSL and it goes out to do good in the world. So mahalo for all of this good that has come and shall be released back out, as we say together. And so it is.
Ooh. So one thing I want to say, because there's some newbies here, this is, in this moment, is our building fund. And we just emptied it not too long ago, but we actually have an account now. And there's been some question. I just want to say it really quick before the kids get up here. We still have a lot of sustainability to do here before we get there in a couple of years to the next phase, whatever it may be. So this is all in addition to it, but we've been doing little ones. We started last week, the board got together, and Spiritual Cinema on Friday, all became anything past, whatever the costs are, went into our building fund too. So we're starting to do little events to also build it with that at the same time as we sustain ourselves here. So that answers that question. And we have 3 little children.
Yeah,
All in
watch it.
white, too.
I fell once, and then she tells me every time, don't fall again. But anyway, today we did a little totems. We did animals because actually we are all connected with the one life, and that is spirit, and we are one with the animals, and they are one with us. The animals reflect back to us the God qualities within us. And she has chosen a gecko, and she has chosen a dog, and then this came from Rita that shows what animals do for us, power, and actually dogs are love. So just pure love. Okay, Alana didn't want to talk today, so I
Well, we have something to
do
say to
all the
Alana,
talking.
though, right?
Thank you. But we have something to say to them, right?
We do.
So it's in your program.
It's the blessing for the children.
Yes.
Okay, you are amazing. You are perfect. You are magnificent.
And
We love you.
And
There we
send
go.
that out into all the children.
William,
in the
you
world.
and
Thank
Malia
you. And that
matched
was
today.
George. Thank you, George. Yeah, you shan't fall down. All right. Thank you. Okay, so practitioners that are in service today, please come forward. Hello?
And Rob,
is back at the thing. Do you want to be in service?
Diane, Roseanne. Oh, yes.
Yeah, we're going
This
to.
is Richard Houston, everyone. He's our wonderful member, but also practitioner
Yeah.
from the mainland, and he's here today, so he'll stand in absolute knowing for you as well.
So what this is for, and this will help Richard too, is you get the opportunity to come up here if there's something that occurred to you during the service that you feel like you would like some extra knowing about, or just something in general, something about your health, something about finances, your creativity, your relationships, whatever. These beautiful people up here will stand in truth with you and remind you of who you are, and they will give you a spiritual mind treatment. It is not a session. It is just a moment to have a spiritual mind treatment, and just think of it like a little tasting thing. All right, and we thank them in advance for their service today. So utilize them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, now he's up here. Okay, cool. That's great. So with that said, I think we're ready to close out, right?
We are, and there's also a little box back there that's like a treatment. If you're leaving, you can actually just write it down, and we'll take it in prayer and affirmative prayer this week.
And don't forget, we have cake to celebrate Michelle and Star, and also Rap with the Revs will be in about 15 minutes.
Yeah,
Okay.
perfect.
All right, and we're doing a new song by Faith Rivera, and I think you guys are going to really like it. So
So it's
stand
one of
up.
those get on your feet, get on your
It's
feet.
got a lot of words, but I think you're going to really like it. And please use the word king or queen, depending on who you are and which you choose.
Today is the day I will change my luck. I will find 3 pennies and a big heads up. I will walk like a queen in my tennies and jeans, 'cause I know where I come from. From the stars and the sun, from that magical one. I am part of this thing called life, yeah. From the known to unseen and everything in between. I am part of this thing called life. I am one with this thing called life. Yeah, today is the day I remember to see. Only good, only God happening through you and me. I will not forget all the treasures due me, 'cause I know where I come from. From the stars and the sun, from that magical one. I am part of this thing called life, yeah. From the known to unseen, everything in between. I am part of this thing called life. I am one with this thing called life.
And so as we continue to be one with this thing called life, let us just take this moment to take the elevator up, all the way up. And as we continue to go up and up, I know that it is completely with gratitude for this thing called life. And as we continue to be in gratitude, I thank Michelle for everything she does, the announcements and the wonderful work she does with the Malama team. And Bev Eager, who's our new Malama gal here today. She's right here. We just say yes, welcome, welcome. And Anna and DJ and our wonderful practitioner today, Roseanne Jones, who gives so much around this center, and we just say thank you. And flowers, Arlena and Peter, I saw those go up there, and Jai. So thank you for bringing that life to our center, continuing this celebration of gratitude. Ron Stover, who every Sunday is here to make sure that you have cake. Or vegetables, or whatever, but it doesn't matter. Let's just be grateful for it all. And Maria, Christina, and their wonderful Luis. And who just came in? Oh,
Reverend Kaya.
Reverend Kaya is over there too, adding on. And a wonderful George and all the children. And Stephanie and Michelle are back there counting all the abundance today. It's just gratitude. I'm grateful for everyone online that gets so much out of tuning into our Sundays with us. So let's just continue this elevator ride up in consciousness, up in consciousness. With such gratitude, I release it to the law of my being, knowing that it is true for each and every one of us, as together we affirm. And so it is.
Today is the day I'll remember more of myself, love my skin, where I've been, and everyone else. No more push, no more pull, simply flow as I go, cause I know where I come from. From the stars and the sun, from that magical one, I am part of this thing called life, yeah. From the known to unseen and everything in between, I am part of this thing called life. I am one with this thing called life.
New song.